Hello, everyone. How are you? We're back. This is like our thing now. We get to come in and see you guys as it's like weekly. 'Tis the season.
It's fun.
It's fun. So it's like summertime harvest season at VanillaPura, and we're trying to give you more of a visual every time we introduce a new vanilla bean. So we've done it for the last couple. We want to do it for this. In fact, I think we're probably going to go back and do these little introductions to a lot of the vanilla beans that we've got so you can see them all. Justin, Lori, hello. You guys tied. Justin and Lori got here right at the exact same time. So I don't know who the winner is today. Debbie, hello. Good to see ya. So glad you could join us on what are we at? Tuesday afternoon, 3 o'clock Utah, 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock out in California. So it's always good to see you here. Hello, Roxana, Paulette, good crew. They're all catching on here. It's like you have to hit refresh when you're in our Facebook group to get the live to pop up. So thanks for joining us again on short notice. It's good to have you, right?
Yes.
We
We're
love this stuff.
excited to share our new bean with you.
Yes. So
I thought it would be more fun to start sharing our new beans on the group, just to have fun and show up close what they really look like and their flavor profiles. That'd be more fun this way.
yeah, it's a little more fun. It's an excuse to get out and say hello, like Jeanette and Diane and Roxanne and who else? Yes, we got everyone here. It's so good to see y'all. So we were really excited. We are getting these samples that are coming in from these growers that have summertime harvests. And this particular bean from Honduras, we've been waiting to get for a long, long time. I think we started talking about this one like last fall. And so it's been a lot of work. We finally got it here. When we first opened the sample, well, before, let me introduce it. Here it is right here. I'll just show you one or two of these beans so you can kind of see the size of them. When we first opened the pouch and we smelled inside, the first thing that we got was actually on this one was chocolate, which was really interesting. So of course there's like vanilla in there, but there was more of a chocolate scent in this one than I think any other vanilla bean that we've worked with in the past.
Even more than the Mexican, which I think has a nice cacao.
Totally. The Sri Lankan, the Papa, the Sumatra, those all have good like cacao undertones. This one was just like, it was like cocoa. I mean, it was just like chocolate. It was the very first thing that we noticed.
It was surprisingly, but not with like a caramel or a buttery flavor. It has this more of a fruity undertone with the chocolate, which was surprising.
Yes, we had a good healthy debate here where I was saying that I got chocolate first and then like plum next. You weren't sure about the plum.
I was thinking more like raisins and figs.
More like raisins and figs.
That's not far from a plum, right?
No, not far from a plum. And so, but there was definitely like a fruitiness, and I got plums, certainly a little bit of raisin. And then this was what was unique at the very end. And Jill pointed this out because, you know, for those of you that watch us do our lives, I have nut allergies. And so I don't know a lot about nuts. But Jill, you mentioned, right, that the final scent that you were picking up?
Kind of a nutty scent after, first the chocolate hits you. And then you've got this fruity part where it's either, kind of this raisin or fig or plum, and then at the end there's like this nuttiness that comes in, this earthy nutty. It's just very unique.
Yes, it was
super fun, really
fun bean. And then when we took them out of the pouch, so those were the scents, and then when we took them out of the pouch, the thing that probably impressed us the most was just the width of them. Where's that Madagascar bean? Here we go. We always bring a Madagascar bean because it's the one everybody is familiar with, and so we'll hold it up and kind of go next to it.
The length is similar.
The length is very similar to a Madagascar, but width-wise, you can see kind of the width. Want me to hold it up that way? We're trying to get it in front of the camera. There it is. You can see the width difference. They seem to be a little bit more wide, really plump, full of caviar, and they're just a beautiful bean. So we measured, some of these that were in the samples that we received. It looked like it was anywhere from 4 to 6 beans were in an ounce. So they're certainly bigger than the Madagascar. The Madagascar, you often get, 12 beans in an ounce, with the traditional Madagascar. So go ahead.
They vary as well.
They vary as well. So we're going to show you what we've got from our initial sample. Like Jill said, every bean is a little bit different the way that it grows on the vine, and so they might come in, which again is why we sell by weight and not by count, because the size can be so very different from
Yes.
harvest to harvest and bean to bean. But like the Taiwanese beans that we talked to you about, this is another small vanilla farm. It's a family farm. They're really small. We've secured a lot of their harvest for this summer. We don't know what fall looks like. They weren't available last fall, so I think there's a high likelihood that they're not going to be available this fall. But, you know, these farmers are trying to expand their production as well and harvest at different times to make it available more often. But again, we've been trying to get this one for like almost a year, 9 months. And it's finally here. So we were really excited about this one. It's a fun bean to kind of play around with, to smell. We haven't made an extract with it yet.
Not yet.
And so, but we're going to, and we'll be really excited to see how these extracts turn out. But obviously anything chocolatey is what comes to mind in terms of use for this extract. This would be a great bean if you're making the chocolate vanilla extract. It would be a great bean if you're making the chocolate, like the mocha extract. What else would be good? The banana extract, maybe, if you're trying to use a bean with a little more flavor.
Yeah.
That would be a good one. The raspberry extract, raspberry chocolate vanilla.
Or cherry.
Or the
cherries are in season.
Cherries are in season. All of those would be like great applications for the Honduras bean.
Yeah, or mix it with, you know, something else that's a little bit different than that to get kind of that mixture of two different beans.
There you go. Absolutely. Love it. So anyway, we just wanted to hop on really quick and welcome the newest member of our vanilla bean family. This is exciting for us. It's, you know, the new vanilla bean days. And it's always summertime. It seems like we get the small farms, small quantity. It means price is a little bit higher. You know, anytime you're small farm, small quantity, it's just the higher price because vanilla beans are in demand all over the world, and we were really lucky to get the harvest that we've got. So we rolled it out online late yesterday, so many of you have seen it. We'll add this video to the file, so it's handy. You can watch it, and it should be a fun bean to play with.
Yep.
So it looks like there's some questions about what kind of whiskey. I have Revel Stokes S'more whiskey. Wow, Debbie, that sounds really interesting. That would be really, really good. A s'more whiskey?
I've never heard of
I've
it.
never heard of that either. I saw someone post something just this morning of a vodka that was actually made with maple or from like maple syrup, which I've never heard of that before either. So vodka manufacturers, they're all doing some really, really fun things now, which we'll have to try to see, you know, what that does. What does Nancy say? How about a new bottle to go with it? Oh, they're coming. They're going to be here really soon. So Nancy, just to let you know, they're expected to arrive sometime this month. We don't know when, but they'll be here this month. But then when we get them, we've got to photograph them. We've got to get barcodes for them. There's some work that we've got to do before we can introduce them. So we're still a little ways away from getting it out, but they could be here very soon, and it would be awesome if we could launch them before the end of July. I think realistically it's probably going to be into August, but we're trying to get those things out as soon as we can. So that's a nice subtle hint, Nancy. Thank you. We're going to get it out. I love it. Justin, been waiting to try chocolate. Those would be big. Roxana. What else have we got here? Big, beautiful bean footage. We think so. A screwball peanut butter. Nancy, you'll have to tell us more about that.
I've heard about that. There's several other people who like things in that. So you let us know. I've never tried that before.
Never have either. So we're really excited. We got a whole bunch of them right here. And so Jill and I are going to go into our kitchen later this afternoon, and we are going to maybe play with some Honduras vanilla beans because this is a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
We have a whole pound that we get to play around with, which we're excited to see what they do and how they interact with different spirits. So we'll have some fun. But let's see, are there any other questions? Anything else? I think we've answered a few questions. We've got a few people here. Thanks so much for joining us. We know it's a holiday week, 4th of July for everybody here in the States. 4th of July is coming up in a couple of days. So we hope you have a very happy and a very safe 4th of July. And we will certainly be seeing you soon. We're going to do another video probably next week with another bean that we're looking at. This one's not a new. We're going to do a video showing one of our more popular beans that we haven't done a video about yet. So thanks for hopping online and spending a minute or two with us. This is always so much fun. So Roxanne, happy 4th. Jeanette, happy 4th. Debbie, thank you. Nancy,
cool.
thank you. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. Stay safe. Watch out where you're pointing those fireworks. And have a wonderful holiday week. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
We'll see ya. Bye-bye.